Welcome to the SCLD podcast, where we talk about all the things you can do and find at the library.
Hi, I'm Savannah. I'm the Communication Associate with SCLD, and today my guest is Corinne, and she is an Education and Enrichment Librarian here with the library. And today we're going to talk about seed libraries. So first, what is a seed library, Corinne?
It's really what it sounds like. We've got lots of seeds in little drawers in, I think, 5 of our libraries, and you can come in, look at the seeds that we've got. We've got a sign-out sheet on the side of it. You sign out all of the seeds that you borrowed, but we're not going to follow up with you or anything. Like, the sign-out is purely so that we know how many people we've served with the seed library.
You're not going to call people.
I'm not going to call you.
You're like, Deborah, where are these seeds?
Where are the seeds? Why did you take 3 types of pumpkins, Deborah? No. But then we hope that people will harvest some seeds from the things that they grew, bring them back to the library. We'll put them in envelopes that look like this, and then we'll put them out for more people to take, and that really helps our seed library stay sustainable, because we do ask local businesses to donate the seeds that we start each season with.
Yeah.
But really, we've got lots and lots of demand. A lot of people have come in who are really interested in growing their own food for the first time, who want a flower garden, and so that really helps us keep it going, and that's the measure of how we've chosen which libraries get to keep their seed library is who has a really invested community. When are people bringing seeds back?
Right, because if nobody brings any seeds back, it's not really a library.
Exactly.
Because nobody can, they're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yes, exactly.
So which locations have seed libraries?
So North Spokane has a seed library, so does Spokane Valley, Fairfield, Cheney, and Otis Orchards.
All right, so really just all over the county for the
Yeah,
most
really
part.
widespread.
Really spread out.
Yes.
So what kind of seeds do you have to bring back?
So you need to bring what we call heirloom seeds. And an heirloom, as kind of we use the word, is something that you pass down, like you pass the same object down through generations of your family. An heirloom seed is one that passes the same characteristics down.
Okay.
So if you take an heirloom seed from a tomato plant, it's going to grow a tomato plant that really is almost exactly like the tomato plant that it came from.
Okay.
So you know what we're getting, which is why we use heirloom seeds.
All right, what are the other seeds?
The other ones are hybrid seeds.
Okay.
So if people accidentally donate hybrid seeds, we put them in a bin for like kids programs that involve seeds.
Okay.
We still can use them for something, but they're not going to go in the seed library.
Okay, all right, awesome.
Yeah.
And then when people bring back the seeds, what do you have over there?
Oh, yes. So we love when people bring them back. Sometimes they kind of want to be ambitious and put them directly into the seed library, which I totally get. But we love if they bring it to the front counter, because then we can count that you brought back your seeds, and that, again, helps our seed library stay in the library. And we have just a complimentary assortment of plant markers that you can stick in your garden to mark where you planted the rosemary, where you planted your flowers. We've got them in, I think, 12 or 14 different styles, so you can just go through and pick out which one you want. You can get a different one every time you drop off seeds. We're pretty generous with them. And yeah, they're just fun little markers.
Were these made by
Those were made by our Glowforge in the lab here.
Yes.
So we have a machine that has a laser in it that can burn things into wood, and it engraved all of these seed planters with whatever you're going to be planting, as well as our logo. So that's pretty neat.
Very cool.
And they're biodegradable, so you don't have to worry about like, oh no, it fell apart after a soggy winter in the garden. What am I going to do? It's
wood.
Going back to the earth. It's fine.
Good. So we have a bunch of gardening programs coming up, and they may be wondering why we have a tree.
Yes, why do we have this tree here? So we do have a lot of gardening programs coming up. We keep a sheet with all of the gardening programs that are specific to the library that you're at on top of the seed library or next to it, just depending on the configuration of what it looks like branch to branch. And that's where you can see things that are coming up that have to do with gardening. This season we've got propagating plants from seeds and cuttings. We've got weed control, pruning in your garden. The one that really brings out the crowds is the plant swap that people come for, because people love to bring in things that they've got dozens of and also come home with some cool new plants. So a lot of plant parents
in the county
for sure.
Yes.
And then we also have a really unique class coming up called Appreciation of Bonsai, and it's run by the Inland Empire Bonsai Society, who lent us this tree for this podcast. And bonsai is a really interesting hobby. The man who lent us this lovely tree said a lot of people think that bonsai is all indoors, but it's not. This tree actually has to be outdoors or it would die. So the hobby is either indoor or outdoor, I guess.
Okay.
And you prune the roots of the tree to help keep it miniature. Every once in a while, he's got to move it to like a larger and larger pot.
Yeah.
There's wire because he wanted this one to look like a full-size tree. So like the branches are pointing down the way that they kind of slope and get smaller and smaller as they get just like a real tree that you would see in the woods.
Yeah.
And its buds are all green because it's going to bloom very soon. This tree he actually picked up right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, very cool.
So you don't have to have like an exotic variety of tree in order to do bonsai. You can do it with local trees as well. So it's a really neat hobby. They'll do a whole explanation as to the history of bonsai, and then also an explanation of like how do you actually do this hobby.
Right, because I know it
it's very involved.
Pruning.
Yes.
And so if you're a big plant lover and maybe you're exhausted with your house plants, start bonsai. It'll take up all of your time.
It seems very involved, but very cool, very pretty.
Very cool. All right. So we have tons of gardening programs coming up at all of our locations. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. And thanks, Corinne.
Absolutely.
Thanks
You're welcome. The Seed Library is open from February 1st all the way through September 31st. But we do accept plant donations or seed donations all year long. So you can drop those off anytime that you want.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to have them. Thank you.
Thank you so much.